Ever wondered what secrets a boy king took to his grave over 3,000 years ago? What if I told you his tomb held a curse that terrified the world? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the truth behind the golden mask of Tutankhamun. Welcome to Legends of Time, your portal to the past. If you love exploring history's greatest mysteries, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Our story begins in ancient Egypt, around 1340 BC, during a time of massive religious upheaval. A prince named Tutankhamun was born, likely the son of the controversial pharaoh Akhenaten. His father had turned Egypt upside down, abandoning the traditional gods to worship a single deity, the sun disk Aten. Imagine growing up in a royal court where everything your ancestors believed was suddenly forbidden. That was Tutankhamun's world. He was just a boy, around 9 years old, when he ascended to the throne. His father, Akhenaten, had died, and the powerful figures of the court saw an opportunity. They guided the young pharaoh to make a monumental decision to abandon his father's new religion and restore the old gods. He even changed his name from Tutankhamun, meaning living image of Aten, to Tutankhamun, living image of Amun, signaling a return to tradition. The capital city was moved back to Thebes, and the temples of Amun-Ra and other deities were reopened. It was a massive undertaking for a child, suggesting that he was heavily influenced by his powerful advisors, like Ea and General Horemheb. For about a decade, Tutankhamun ruled. We see depictions of him as a triumphant pharaoh, but in reality, his reign was more about healing a divided nation than conquering new lands. He married his half-sister, Ankhesenamun, and they tried to have children, but tragically, 2 baby girls were stillborn. We know this because their tiny mummified bodies were found buried with him. Despite the royal imagery of a strong leader, evidence from his mummy tells a different story. He had a clubfoot and a bone disease, meaning he likely walked with a cane. In fact, over 130 walking sticks were found in his tomb. This wasn't the all-powerful pharaoh we often imagine, but a young man dealing with significant physical challenges. Then, around the age of 19, King Tut died suddenly. For decades, the cause of his death was a huge mystery. Was he murdered? Did he die in a chariot accident? Modern technology has given us some incredible insights. CT scans of his mummy revealed he had a severely broken leg just before he died. The fracture was bad, and it seems to have gotten infected. Combined with his already weakened state from malaria, which DNA tests confirmed he had, this injury was likely fatal. It was a tragic, ordinary end for an extraordinary king. After his death, Tutankhamun was hastily buried in a small tomb in the Valley of the Kings, one not originally intended for a pharaoh. It seems his successor, may have taken the grander tomb meant for Tut, and then, for over 3,000 years, the boy king was almost completely forgotten. His name was erased from monuments by later pharaohs who wanted to wipe the slate clean of Akhenaten's controversial era. He became a lost footnote in history. That is, until 1922, after years of searching, British archaeologist Howard Carter, funded by Lord Carnarvon, made the discovery of a lifetime. He found a hidden step leading down to an unopened door sealed with the royal mark of Tutankhamun. When he finally peered inside, he saw wonderful things. The tomb was small but packed to the ceiling with golden treasures, chariots, furniture, statues, and of course, the iconic solid gold burial mask. It was the most intact pharaoh's tomb ever found, a perfect time capsule of ancient Egypt. The discovery sparked a global frenzy. Egyptomania swept the world. But it also sparked something darker, the legend of the pharaoh's curse. Shortly after the tomb was opened, Lord Carnarvon died from an infected mosquito bite. Newspapers sensationalized his death, claiming it was the mummy's revenge. Other mysterious deaths connected to the excavation team followed, fueling the myth. While most of these can be explained scientifically, the curse of King Tut remains one of history's most enduring spooky stories. From a boy born in a time of turmoil to a forgotten king, and finally to a global icon, Tutankhamun's story is a powerful reminder of how history can be lost and then spectacularly found. His treasures have taught us more about life in ancient Egypt than any other discovery. He may have been a minor king in his own time, but today he is the most famous pharaoh of all. What an incredible journey through time! What part of Tutankhamun's story fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on Legends of Time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next chapter of history.